Let's take it way back. Can you remember the times we kicked back in the hood? It was all about the grind. Holler out one time.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Madman and Man Leo. Today, our topic of discussion, we're gonna talk about one of the most notorious gangs in Compton. They used to wear all blue. And I ain't talking about the Compton Crips. And I ain't talking about the Compton Serranos either. I'm talking about the Compton Police Department. And what we used to like to call them, the Compton DUM'S. It's no mystery that the Compton Police Department has always been shrouded in conspiracy ever since their beginning in the 1800s, all the way up until their demise in the early 2000s. Can you imagine that? A police force that would literally whoop your ass? I mean, come on. These fools had their own song made about them.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
Something about me having a smart mouth or just knowing too much, they couldn't stand. They didn't like nobody to talk back to them. They wanted you to just say yes sir and shut the fuck up. And that was their attitude. You see, the cold thing about it is, a lot of these fools from right over in the hood where we was from. They knew the streets better than we did. But I ain't gonna lie, sometimes, man, it was a gamble. Shit, when you got pulled over by them motherfuckers. Honestly, shit, we used to get happy sometimes, but shit, you didn't know if them motherfuckers was gonna let you go or they was gonna try to put some shit up on your ass, depending on how they was feeling that day. The shit was crazy.
You got any drugs or weapons on you?
No. I didn't do nothing.
You think you tough? You think you're tough, huh? Huh. You're scared now, huh? I like that. That's why I took this job.
Shout out to Killer King Hospital, man, for real, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. They saved my life in more ways than one, man. I remember this one time, right? Some fools caught me slipping over there. We used to hang across the street from the Compton swap meet. Well, it used to be the Compton swap meet. Now it's Walmart. But anyhow, yeah, we used to hang across the street over there back in the day, man, back in the 90s. It's around 95, end of 95, 96. And I was still just a kid, man. I was only 18 years old. My brother just turned 18. And I remember they did this little raid over there, man. And we used to be over there doing our thing, you know what I'm saying, trying to make money and shit. So they caught me slipping, and during that time, they was under construction. You know, the grass, they had fertilizer on it. They didn't try to keep people off the grass. So they had their little lines up or whatever. And it was nighttime, man. My dumb ass was running this shit blindly. I ended up tripping and falling, and I had my rocks in my hand. So them fools came up on me, don't move. You know, I rolled over and shit, I threw that shit. First instinct, I threw that shit in my mouth. And then they sitting over there wrestling with me, and I got the shit in my mouth. And I remember I swallowed it. And they was like, oh, you swallowed, you think you slick, huh? So they snatched me up, you know what I'm saying, and took me outside the apartment. And I remember they took my phone, threw it on the ground. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to jail for sure. Threw it on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Ran it over and shit, you know what I'm saying? How convenient. And then I'm thinking they finna take me to St. Francis or something, which is the closest hospital to right there. Or either, you know, take me to Killer King. So anyways, to make a long story short, man, they take me on the other side of town, man, on a total detour, man. If anybody know anything about Compton, man, take me to the other side of town. I'm flamed up, man. I'm talking about I got all red on. So they take me over there on Glencoe and Temple, man. For real. If anybody can relate to this, man, know this story, man, holla at your boy. If anybody can relate to this, they ever did this to you, man, holla back, man, because them motherfuckers is dirty, man. But anyhow, they took me over there on Glencoe and Temple, man. And keep in mind, I'm in the back seat, man. I'm going to convulsions and shit, man. My stomach is cramping up, man. I done swallowed over a quarter piece of you feel me? So, I remember my heart is racing, man. I'm sweating profusely, man, from all over, from all out my pores and everything, man. And I'm feeling kind of faint, actually. And I remember they took me over there and told me, you know, get your bitch ass up out the car and shit. Them fools is dirty, ruthless, man. That's why I call them ruthless. And kicked me out the car and shit. I'm in handcuffs. And it must have felt like an hour or something, man. They left me over there, man, and hit a corner and shit, like clowning and shit. Busting circles and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a game and shit, bro. And I remember they came back told me to hop my ass back up in the car. They didn't even help me get back in the car besides, you know what I'm saying, pushing my legs up in there and slamming the door. I remember then they called themselves rushing me to the hospital. We get over there to Killer King, and the nurses come out there, you know what I'm saying, with the not with a gurney, with the wheelchair, whatever. And, you know what I'm saying, I hop my ass up in there and shit. And this time I'm in bad shape, man. And they, you know, I'm telling them what happened or whatever. So they rushed me back there and, you know, get my stomach pumped and shit. So they pumping the charcoal down my stomach and shit. I'm puking that shit out, big chunks or whatever. I can see the shit up, it's coming out and shit, man. So maybe 10, 15 minutes later, these fools decide to pop back up to take my ass to jail, man. But conveniently, man, the nurses, man, I guess they looked out, man, because the shit came up missing. They said they didn't have shit. They didn't find shit. They didn't recover nothing. So them fools was hot. They was like, oh, well, we get you next time. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they knew of me and shit, man. It's like, we get you next time. We gonna get your ass or whatever. So that day, man, I remember them nurses. Shout out to them nurses, man. They saved my life in more ways than one. And shout out to you punk ass cops out there that did me like that, man. You know who you is, man. I'm gonna expose you motherfuckers, man. Just wait, man. I ain't done with you motherfuckers yet, man. This is just a little short story, a little short snippet of how you motherfuckers be doing motherfuckers, man. Real talk. But yeah, that's all I got today. Madman and Mad Leo, man. 100.